Hello everyone. So in today's video we are going to discuss how to find out a relevant relationship in a relevant problem to link the tables between a database. So basically we are having some model questions here. So from these questions we are going to compare it with a database to find the relationships in our database, in our ER diagram, in our MySQL Workbench software. So what we have here is our questions. So instead of reading them all at once now, I'm going to read them one by one while going through the video. So keep these questions in mind as I read them as well while going through the procedure. So we have all our relevant tables from past problems which we have in our question series which we are following right now. So what they are asking here is what is the database relationship between the supplier and the GRN table? Write it down in the ER diagram. So basically they are asking us what is the relationship between the supplier and the GRN table here. So this is our supplier table here and these are GRN. So in our GRN we are going to store the data of basically what products our suppliers have sent to us. So I think this is going to be a one-to-many relationship because we just need the GRN ID. So from here we'll be having the data of the objects which have only been sent from our supplier. So this is a column name. I'm going to just save it as grn id for the ease of access, and yeah, so that's our first question. So then our second question is what is the database relationship between the grn table and the product table? So basically we have our grn table here and we have our product table here. So what we need to find out is that we have a certain number of products in our GRN which is sent to our sent from our supplier. So basically we are going to have our product ID linked to our GRN table. So here we have our GRN table. So in our GRN table, we should know which product IDs which we are going to be sending. So I'm going to create a one-to-many relationship here. So basically what we should be having here is a product ID within our GRN table because we can't have a GRN ID in our product table because we don't know because there is no direct link with the supplier from there. So I'm going to link this grn, and now we have our product ID, and I'm going to just rename this for our ease. So basically this is our second question which has been answered, and next I'm going to move on to our third question. What is the database relationship between the product and the stock table? So basically we have our product table here and we have our stock table here. So in product table we need to know what stock, how much stock we have in a table. So we need a relationship which is I think one-to-many. So in that we need to know how much stock we have of each product. So basically if we link our stock ID to our product table, then we'll be able to know how much products we have for that product as no if we link our product ID here, then we'll be knowing which product and the data, the quantity and the selling price. So but if we put a stock ID here, we'll be able to get direct quantity, and so here if we create a product and add a stock ID here, we'll be able to know how much stock our product table has. So I'm going to save it like this. So this is our product table linked with our stock table. So then we have an idea of how much stock we have for each product. So the quantity and the selling price. Then our fifth question, what is the database relationship between the product table and the invoice table? So this one is a bit different because we need to know how much products are there in each invoice. So I think we can create a identifying relationship many to many between the product table and the invoice table, because the product table can have, there can be any amount of products in an invoice and any amount of invoices for containing to one product. So we can just say the product has invoice and create a many to many relationship here. Then finally they are asking us what is the database relationship between the customer and the invoice table. So this one is a bit easy. It's a We should know which invoices have gone to our customer. So a customer can have more than one invoice here as well. So we can just name this as a non-identifying relationship. So basically a customer will be using our invoice, and from that invoice we'll be able to find out which products they have purchased. So if I save this as so basically if we are having our invoice ID here, we'll be able to know which items have been purchased by uh, sellers. So basically that is it for this video on getting to know which relationships are relevant for our table. And yes, now I'm going to synchronize our database model for this question. So all I need to do is synchronize the model, click on next, and then fill in our password for our database, and then click on OK, click on next again, and execute. So now this has been done, and basically this is it for this video on how to decide which relationships are relevant for our database. Thank you for watching.